Hi guys. So I have a couple of videos I need to film and I haven't been able to because this has been a pretty awful week. But the week is over, I'm feeling better, and I have like 3 or 4 videos that I need to film. But first things first, I am sitting in a mountain of books. I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts because I don't think that anybody wants to have like a 3-hour long book haul. Okay, it's a slight exaggeration, but only a slight. I have about 100 books right here that were gifted to me by one of my besties. She was cleaning out her books, and anything that she didn't want, she gave to me. Guess what? There's a lot here, and I didn't even take all of them. This is maybe half of the books that she offered me. The other half ended up going to Half Price Books, which is where I took some of my books too. And then this half over here are ones that I bought, whether it be from Half Price, Book Outlet, the little used bookstore, Bookem, that we have nearby that does the buy sell of used books, or book boxes. A couple Pango. This is all here. So I'm going to do this in 2 separate videos. So one video will be all of the Nikki books, and one video will be all of the I paid for these books. There is about 2 months worth of books here because I'm looking at my stack and I can see books that I bought for half price at the beginning of December. And we're now mid-January, so this is like all of December's plus books, because I know for a fact I've got ones in here that I just purchased. So I'm just going to dive in. I did have a bunch of boxes to unbox with you guys, but me and Nikki were having an issue because I ended up with too many book boxes and we couldn't figure out why. Turns out that the ones that got lost still eventually got to me. And they all got to me about a week ago. And so we were opening boxes trying to figure out what goes with what. And so there is a big cluster of pieces of stuff. So I'm not going to show you all the things. If you guys want to see all the things, I will make sure I do a TikTok or something of these boxes when they come in so that I can double check them, because we had so many problems not knowing what was where and why. My battery's also only at like 10%. I do have more batteries upstairs, so if things look different or it cuts in a funny spot, I'll try my best to make it as seamless as possible, but I guarantee I'll be running out. And my cat now. I guarantee I'll be running out of battery at some point in time during this. So I'm gonna hit this side first. So book haul part 1 is the books that I acquired myself. Not that were straight given to me, because this is a lot. All right, dive in, I guess. Nothing is in any particular order. So I'm just going to grab show. I'm going to have to also redo this room a little bit because it's gotten to the point where it's bad again, because I'm out of room and I have 2 big piles. Okay, anyways, we'll tackle that later. So first things first, I got the Illumicrate book. I have no idea what this is about. This is The Principles of Moments. The book is extremely pretty. I was really digging on the sprayed edges, trying to cut back on money a little bit, and so I've been debating on whether or not I want to keep Illumicrate. The books that they have that I've heard of are books that I'm highly anticipating, but there's a lot of books in here that I have never heard of. It is signed, which is rare these days. Most of these boxes don't sign stuff anymore. This is the actual book. And then the back cover looks like that. So this one's beautiful. I don't know anything about half these books, just to forewarn you, because like this one, I received it in a book box. I don't know what it's about. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I will be sure to let you guys know when I read it. One thing I did not look up is to see if there's any books I'm not supposed to show you. I will try to do a quick glance through of any of the books in my stack. I know I have at least one in here that I can't show you. And I apologize ahead of time if I accidentally show you one I'm not supposed to. All right, so this one's called The Legionnaire. This is just a book that I got from Barnes & Noble during their half price sale, or that they're third off plus rewards, whatever that sale is. The back says, "This grim, passionate tale will scorch readers." I don't remember what this one was about, but I do remember looking it up with Nikki and being psychotically excited about it. This one came from the adult Owlcrate box. It's Serpents and the Wings of Night. I have already read this. I do have 2 other copies of it. I have the out of print version. I have the version that we got from oh shoot, my brain's not working. Who sent us that book? This is my 3rd copy of this book. And honestly, I like it a lot. I don't know if I really need 3 copies, but at the same time, that one's really pretty. So I don't know. All right, I also got the half price books. I've been really interested in looking up this book because it's got a lot of good and some iffy reviews, but more good than not. So I wanted to try it out. It's called The High Mountain Court. I can't remember what it's about now. It's been sitting in my book outlet box stuff for a long time, but it's been sold out on there. And so when I found it at half price, I went ahead and just bought it. We have The League of Gentlemen Witches, which I thought looked super cute. And again, I got it from half price. I got The Heart Forger. I got this one from Book Outlet, and this is number 2. I have 1 and 3, but not 2, which makes little to no sense to me, but we're just gonna go with it. All right, this one is some YA novels by Victoria Schwab, V.E. Schwab, whatever their name is at the moment. This is the what they use for their young adult. And there is 2 stories in here. I thought it looked cute, and I have a lot of their work, so I figured might as well. I gotta figure out a better place to put these things as I'm going through them though, because this is gonna get bad fast. All right, this one is The Song of Silver, Flames Like Night. This one was one of the ones that we were looking at during the big Barnes & Noble sale, but I found it for cheaper on Book Outlet, so I bought it there. I actually bought 2 copies, one for me and one for Nikki, because as we have seen, there's a lot of book trading going on between us, and so gotta keep up somehow, right? I also bought 2 copies of this one. This one is A Hunger of Thorns. I don't remember what a lot of these are about. This says it's a daughter of witches, and so that's probably, I mean, honestly, we went through a lot of books and we looked at a ton of books during that sale. So these are ones that I bought elsewhere because they were cheaper. Starlings is the last one that I bought for Nikki as well because they were so much cheaper. And then the next one I got was The Isle of Gods. I have read a couple books by Amy Kaufman. I don't know if she's one that I'm going to keep buying from though, because I haven't read any of her standalone stuff, but this one sounded good, and so I figured I would give it a shot and see if it's something that, if I do like her standalone. Oh, puppy's here. All right, the next one I got is really good actually. This was a book of the month option a while back, and I thought that it sounded really funny. And of course, buying it paperback was a lot cheaper than buying the book of the month version. If you can hear my dog, he's just very excited. I think I'm gonna go grab my ring light next when I come back because I'm starting to blend into the background. All right, the next one I got was The Golden Spoon. This one sounded really good. I saw a YouTuber read it, and it says when someone turns up dead on the set of TV's hottest baking competition, the contestants must band together to search for a killer before one of them is the next eliminated. I think it sounds awesome, and I'm really looking forward to that one. All right, next on the pile is Crackle. This one is one that I saw being read a year ago, like October 2022. It's a witchy one. It is like one of the funny mystery type things. So I thought this one sounded like something that I would enjoy. The last one on that little tiny stack is The Heart of the Sun Warrior. I have the first one. I think it's upstairs because it was a special edition that I got from a book box. But I've heard really good things about it, so I'm hoping it's good. Why do I buy things without knowing? I don't know. Will I stop doing it? Probably not. The next book I got was Cursed. I got Gilded, which is one of the other book in the series, in the duology. I got that at the library book sale back in November. This one is, I'm not sure this is the first one or second one because these things just don't say, but it's part of that duology, and it's Marissa Myers, and she's auto-buy for me. All right, so I recently read this book and I liked it, and they had a signed edition a while ago at Barnes & Noble, so I bought the signed edition of Shattered Me. Why? I don't know. Because I liked the book and it has a signature in it. So I bought the book. Along the same lines, I bought Raven Song. This is book 2 to the Wolf Song Quartet. I finished Wolf Song right after I bought this, and I don't know if I'm going to read this one. This one might go into my unhaul pile. Luckily, it was half off, but I didn't like Wolf Song very much, so I don't know if I should finish that, if I should move on. Do they get better? Anybody who's read them, please let me know. I bought it because it's TJ Klune and I love TJ Klune, but I don't know if I want to read any more from that series. All right, I also got, is this one of those ones that was signed? It says, okay. So I got Twisted Love by Helen Huang, or Anna Huang. Oh my God. By Anna Huang. And this one is signed. I don't know anything about this series, but I've heard really good things about it. This is book 1, so I figured I would give it a shot. This one is so cute. This one is called The Fake Meat. It looks absolutely adorable, and I am really excited to read this one. It's a shifter romance. Which reminds me that I got Cleat Cute recently too, but I already read it and I didn't like it. So I don't know where it is in the house. I may have already gotten rid of it, but I bought it shortly before I bought this one, and I thought it was going to be great, and I was so excited about it. Ended up a total dud to me. All right, so back to the Barnes & Noble sale. I had Guild. I was trying to hit that $100 mark because I was so close, and this is one of those books that I wanted to read anyways, and these copies are so pretty. Like, look at that. Look at the art in this thing. It's so pretty. I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard the people who love it adore it, and the people who hate it really, really hate it. So I don't know, but we'll see. To go along those same lines, I also got these books. I don't know which one's which. It's like 2 and 3. A Blood and Ash novel, that's right. So we have 2 and 3 from A Blood and Ash. I have one on my shelf somewhere. And spoiler alert, there's more to come, just not in this pile. But I bought these ones also at that same sale. I wanted to buy the entire series. I'm very happy I did not, but I wanted to. All right, so let's see here. The next book we have is Sanctuary of Shadow. I got the pretty one that has the sprayed edges. I don't know what this book is about anymore, at least. It says, enter at your own risk and discover the greatest show unearthed in this explosive, imaginative, dark debut fantasy. I don't remember anything about it. I know that we looked them up and that part of the draw was that they were pretty. But this just got released last Tuesday, so I've only had it for a couple days. And then on the same token, we also got The Sons of Darkness, also super pretty. Also one of those ones that we looked up and go, oh, that sounds really good, and then just bought it. There's nothing on the underside. It does have end pages. All right, the next book I bought was Fireborn. I did not buy this book, I lied. This book I got given for Christmas from Nikki, but it's not the same as these books because these books were off of her like unhaul pile. This one was given to me for Christmas. So it's on this side. Yeah. We're very excited to read this one together because both of us want to read it. I had it sitting someplace funky and now it looks weird. Must flatten that out. The other book that she got me for Christmas, I'm so excited about this one. It's called Half-Baked Murder. It's a cozy mystery about a killing in a pot cafe. Okay, this damage I did to myself, and I did it at half price a while ago. This is probably about a month ago. Yeah. Oh, so wrong order. 1, 2, 3. I was like, wow, that thick one. I thought I put them in the right order when I picked them up, but I realized I did not. So yeah, these are the Zodiac Academy books. I really hope I like them because I have 3. All right, back to the sale. Okay, so this one is Powerless. I've heard great things about it. I forgot that I had it and almost rebought it because I'm awesome like that. My husband got me Demon of the Woods for Christmas. It was on my want to read list, and so he went ahead and got it for me. All I know is that it's a Grishaverse graphic novel. So Bring Me Your Midnight is the next book I got. Oh, the reason there's so many Barnes & Noble books is because I got such a good deal on them. This one is from the same author that wrote Nature of Witches, and I love the fairy tale witchy stuff, and this fits right in. So we got that one too. Next pile. I have Half Price Soul. I got this one from Book Outlet. I've been wanting that one for a very long time, and I was very excited to see it there. I also got, I don't know which one's which. I also got Dark Succession and Heated Rivals. This is book 1 and 2 from Katie Roberts, and I'm excited about these because I've never read Katie Roberts and I want to. Now I have quite a few of her books, so I just need to do it as I'm throwing books at myself. The next book on my pile is A Hero. I Feed Her to the Beasts and the Beast in Me. It looks creepy. And it sounded interesting. The little tagline says, soon I'd be a name no one would forget. A raging fire they couldn't escape. Nikki gave me a list of books that I should try to get during the sale. And oddly enough, this was on that list, but it wasn't top on the list. But when I found it and I read the little blurb about it, I was like, yeah, that one's coming home with me. I also got Those We Drowned. I don't remember this one's about either because I have issues. It should have happened, the trip of a lifetime. I don't know. Something about an all expense paid opportunity to study abroad on a luxury cruise ship. So I'm assuming that it's not good times on said cruise ship. I don't know how my camera's still on, but it is. Okay, the next one I have is The Multitude of Dreams. This is one of the YA book club picks. This one says, the bloody plague is finally past, but what fresh horrors lie in wake? This could be fun. We'll see. All right, the next book on my list came from me using my credits. I got Mistborn, but I got this psychotically floppy edition of Mistborn because look at that. I could easily just sit here with no problems and read because the thing is the floppiest paperback in the entire world, and all I have is somewhere over here. All I have is just like this really stiff, like little paperback. So that one is floppy and pretty. So I bought it. It was half off. All right, and then I got The Girls Who Walk Through Fire, which was one of the 50% off books. It says, those who would suppress and destroy you stand not a chance when confronted with the powers that lies within these pages. This one was about victims who got their revenge, and I am 100% into that trope because if you don't know, I am a child survivor of SA, and finding a book where the survivors get their revenge really appeals to me. All right, battery died. And now I have the ring light, which is showing just how pasty my skin is and how red my cheeks are. And you still can't see the top of my head. So I have a top of my head. It really blends into the background. You know, I really like the aesthetic choice of having black bookshelves, but it's not a good shot when you're trying to film in front of them and you have dark hair. So I promise there's hair on top of my head. Too much of it. Actually, I was gonna get it cut today, but they had to reschedule. So I'm gonna get cut on Monday instead. All right, back to my piles, which I'm almost done with, mind you. All right, so the next one I got, I was just trying to show you guys, is the Heartbreak Bakery. This one looked psychotically cute. I'm not really big into YA romances anymore, but I did have a moment where I adored them, and some of my favorites were like Casey West. She was like, I loved her. I think that they were the cutest little sugar plums of romances. Now I'm more into the serious, smutty, dark, why choose? But I figured that YA romance definitely has a time and a place, and when I'm in that mood or I pull it from the container, we'll do that. All right, next I have the Book of Gothel, which I am super excited about. It is like Rapunzel, Tangled, that world, but it's from Mother Gothel's point of view, and I'm excited. All right, the next one I have. Remember when I just said that I have been more interested in the dark, spicy, smutty side of romance? Okay. Another one that I got that was, I've heard really good things about this author. It is a Groundhog's Day idea. It's called The Do-Over. It's by Lynn Painter. I've heard really good things about her. I think my husband's cookies just fell on the floor. I've heard really good things about her, and I've been wanting to try her out. But one of the biggest books that she has is Better Than the Movies, and I read, not by this author, by a different author, something about Tom Hanks. I can't remember what it was. It was like the I want my Tom Hanks meet cute type of thing. And I spent the entire time reading that book angry at the main protagonist because she just wasn't seeing that that's what she had. I don't like miscommunications. They really bother me. So I avoided reading this author because the premise of that book sounds so similar. This one, on the other hand, is a totally different book. So maybe I won't watch Better Than the Movies. If you've read Better Than the Movies, watch. If you've read Better Than the Movies, let me know what you guys thought, because I do want to give Lynn Painter a shot, and if this one's good, I would like to read that one also. And then this one. All right, so I'm big into taglines, and I know for a fact that Nikki is also big into taglines. The tagline of this one is, be gay, solve crimes, take naps. Done, and sure, let's go. So I love that. It says, a magical serial killer is stalking the occult town of Racton. hypnotic whistling causes victims to chew their own tongues off, leading to the killer being dubbed the Whistler. Original? Right. So this is a detective agency trying to capture the Whistler. And it's got everything I could ever want in a book. And I'm really excited to read that. I just gotta finish the 5,000 books that I'm currently reading so I can get to it. All right, last big stack, and then we have a little pile of boxes. So the Pomegranate Gate, I got this one during the big sale. It says 2 worlds must fight the Inquisition together or fall as one. I thought it sounded really interesting. I heard some really good things about it shortly after I bought it. It was getting some good hype, and so I'm hoping that it's a good book. It does have a very nice map. So there. But I'm looking forward to this one. All right, next on my list, this is another one of those books where you walk by, you read the title in this case, not the tagline, and you're like, okay, I have to read that. This one is That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. And then the other ones are even better. I want the one that's yeeting. That Time I Got Drunk and yeeted a love potion into a werewolf, or at a werewolf, or this is at a werewolf. Just that alone was why we bought this book. And yes, Nikki also has it. We're going to read it together. Or so I would like to think. I don't know, because honestly, she's really great at starting a book with me and then finishing it long before me. Because I read slowly, or not enough. But the major obstacle to me not reading very much is now gone, so hopefully I'll be able to read more. All right, this one, all I'm gonna do is say I have a book. This is the one that I know for a fact is part of the We Know Show, the author or the publisher. It's by Wednesday Books. We're not showing it off because it's part of the ban, but it's only a show ban, not a buy ban. So I bought the book. It sounds really cute, and maybe if they can figure their crap out, I'll get to show it to you someday. That one I know for a fact is in the banned stuff. I've been trying to double check the publishers. If I'm missing some, then I highly apologize. I didn't, hoping it's not an issue. I don't know if there's anything else in here, but I know that one was for sure one of them. All right, the next book that I have is My Roommate is a Vampire. I've been eyeballing this book for literal ages, and I finally bought it because I love vampire books. And when it's a vampire book and a romance, say less. All right, the next one I got is House of Ash and Shadow. This is book 1. This was in the YA section, but I thought that it was an adult book, but apparently it's not. So we will have to see. But then again, I also thought that the Kingdom of the Wicked books were supposed to be YA, and those ones didn't read like YA. All right, so the next book that I have is Ultra from Rachel Harrison. I had one of her books earlier. Crackle is her book too. This one is Such Sharp Teeth. It's a werewolf book. I love witches and werewolves and vampires and all of those things that make me psychotically happy. And then this one is from a podcaster. Crime Junkies. I can never remember which podcaster it is. All Good People here. It is a murder mystery or something along those lines, because it's coming from somebody who does the Crime Junkie podcast. So I am looking forward to this one. I've heard really good things about it, and I've heard there's a lot of hype for the paperback because it's paperback. Okay, and then the next one I got is What Moves the Dead. It's a T. King Fixture book. I got it for $5, which was great because her books are expensive, or their books are expensive. I don't know the gender of the author. Okay, so her. Her books have always been really intriguing to me, and I wanted to read them, and now I have like 2 of them, so I'm gonna read the 2 I have. Next on my list, I am 100% into the sweet, cute, sappy, sapphic romances. I just finished the Delilah Green series. I I was trying out books like Click Cute, just didn't work. But it's hard to find like the really sweet ones. This one sounds like it's going to be really sweet. And I do have the first one. I just recently bought it. I guess it hasn't been that recent. I guess I bought it like a couple of months ago. But I have, this one is called Count Your Lucky Stars. It's one of a series of books that she does. This one was on the buy one, get one half off table. I do have the first one. I think there is 2 out and this is number 3. But I will get the second one once I read the first one. But I am all for the cute, sappy, sapphic romances. And then the last one I got at the library book sale. It's not the real library book sale. It was just one of those ones where it's like the friends of the library and they have like a little stand with like a handful of books on it. They had a Rinchapeka book. And so I figured that I would give it a shot. It is the first of a series. It's called the 100 Names of Magic series. So it's Wicked As You Wish. I love Rinchapeka. I read a handful of books from her and I have a bunch more. So I thought this was going to be a good option for me. All right, and then the little pile. I don't know if there's anything in this pile I should be avoiding. Oh my God, it's all dinged up. Look at it, it's dinged. It's dinged up. All right, this one is the Fairy Loot book. When they come dinged up, that bothers me. All right, so this one is What the River Knows. Beautiful sprayed edges. I know that this one is, I don't know, Egyptian maybe? I can't remember. But it's supposed to be really good. I'm excited about it. I know that Nikki is also excited about it. So if I don't like it, she will swoop in and steal it straight off my shelves. The signature is printed, which is a little bit of a bummer. But it's beautiful. It is just dinged up. Let Fairy Loot know. Package your stuff better, please. Ooh, because a lot of stuff came dinged up. I did end up getting quite a few boxes all at one time. So there's other stuff in here, the older books in here. That one was December's, I think. And this was December's adult book. This is Faybound. Faybound looks just like another book in my pile. If I knew where it was, I would show it to you. But it's a completely different one. It's like something to do with, oh, this one's actually signed. Cool. That one is legitimately signed. But I've heard nothing but extremely good stuff about this book. I've heard that it is amazing. It's everyone's like top pick read for the year. And I am very excited to try it out. The sprayed edges are fabulous. This is why I keep my Fairy Loot books, is because once in a while you get a banger. And this one for sure is a beautiful banger. It also came with the letter, and that's all I kept of it. I've got random stuff over here. So there's the spoiler card for the other one. I have boxes scattered all over my room. They're all open, they're all dismantled. So we're not really gonna worry about those too much. I do have a couple of boxes here. I can kind of give you a quick show of what's in them. We did go through them already. This one was October's box because October's box just took forever. It has a cute little spoon in it. It has some chip clips in it. It has, okay, so this is like for all of your little cards and stuff, but it came broken. It also came with a little embroidery kit, which Caleb's already done and loved it. More chip clips. Then we have the stuff. Yes, okay. It looks like Merida. We have the cards, which I adore. I'm tempted just to keep getting all of these boxes just for the freaking cards. And then the book in the box was the Forest Grim, which is what the embroidery is. But it's beautiful. I really like the art on this one. I am looking forward to reading it because I really do like all the Grimm stuff. I just smacked myself in the face. I am awesome today. But my September box and my October box and then my November box came late. So I have a lot of these old books lying around that were coming in one right after the other. And then I have the overlays for a book I do not have. And then in this box, which I think is the November box. Let's look. Yeah, this is the November box. The September box did come late, but I already had that one out. This one has The World of Sarah J. Maas. It's a calendar, which I have not opened, which is fine because I don't trust anything with Sarah J. Maas stuff on it right now because I have not finished. I have not read the Crescent City books yet. This one has, what is this? I don't know what this is. We looked at it briefly when I first pulled it out. It says drawers. What do you, whatever. Then we have one of the fake books. So there it is, a little box, which is cute. I like boxes. And then we have a lanyard. And we have a book. Like I said, these things came really, really late. Oh, look, it's got a part of the lanyard, I think. All right, so these books came like psychotically late. I just got these books a couple of weeks ago, and we opened them to figure out which one was which. And so here's the book. It's The Scarlet Alchemist. All the paperwork's inside, including the cards, which will go in my little pile. And then we have end pages inside, and then end pages again. And I don't think this one's signed. Oh, and then it does, like, it's really sharply, it like comes in a lot. Like, it's really interesting. And this one is also printed, not signed. But I think it's pretty, so hopeful. All right, this one is a direct result of a book in my other pile. So I was looking at different books in Nikki's pile. This one I bought for myself because of one of the books that she gave me. So if you can see it. It's Give Me More, and it's by Sarah Kate, and it's got like the original cover on it. The book's in pretty good condition. It's got a little weird bendy spot right there, but other than that, the book's in great condition. I got that from Pango. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. It's not like I'm gonna make this extremely long haul any shorter. All right, and then last but not least is my book of the month. I did not get a book of the month for January, but I did get one for December, and this is December's. It took forever to get here. And I know I can't show you one of these books too. All right, so the first book I got is Winter in New York. It's cute little romance that I think will be fun to read. The next book that I got, I can't show you. It's highly anticipated, but it's also a Wednesday book. So I'm not going to show you that one. And then the last one I got is Butcher and Blackbird. Since when does Book of the Month do dark romances? All right, that's it. That's everything. That is my mess of a book that so these are the stuff that I got as gifts and I bought, or my subscriptions. I felt like I started talking really fast in the end, and I apologize. It is definitely a massive mess though. Hopefully I will be able to make some semblance out of this. We are going to redo this room again. We're gonna add another bookshelf in front of my window, and then we're gonna add some along the wall over here. So I will take you guys along for that to show you what I'm doing, because this is mayhem at its finest. I've totally taken over this room and I've made it a huge mess. But that's it for this portion. I will see you guys again soon for this portion. I just need to clean this up first. Okay? Okay. Bye.